Hey guys, yes, I'm a little bit late to this upload, but I had a few things I wanted to do before I posted this. It actually had nothing to do with this video in particular, but this one's just gonna have to do for now. I know it isn't much, but I think practice is just as important as finished full products. Showing others the good, the bad, and the ugly is just as important as showing a finished result. Consistency is probably the most important part of practicing. Most people suggest like 10 to 20 minutes maybe of practice sessions a day, but as I stated in my last video, I'm not fond of putting numbers or times to what I do in a day. So I simply just do my best, do a little bit of practice daily. It works for me and that makes me happy, so I don't see why I don't do it this way. The piece that I'm working on here is inspired by one of Jake Parker's pieces. I wanted to try out a more illustrative art style, and I can say I had a blast trying it out. I actually found the lineless style to be quite challenging for me, and even as a practice piece, I wanted to give a message with it, being it's an illustrative, inspired piece. I'll let you guys decide the meaning of the piece yourselves. Designing the star and how it interacted with the background and the woman was very fun, and I'd love to dabble in this again. And I have decided to name this piece A Mother's Light. I think it makes sense, to be honest. Alright, now onto this next piece. I was actually going for a series of pieces. I wanted to explore facial expressions and the way the head moves. Most of these are actually going to be just shoulders up for that fact alone. These were really fun to dabble in, trying to figure out the way the shading styles were, or trying to find the position of the face and a certain effect that has actually challenged my brain quite a bit. I love finding new references and seeing what I can add to get that little more effect I was going for. This one was the first one that I did out of the series of expressions and stuff that I was playing with, and I think that's fine. I just went in and rendered it a lot more than I would have just regular practice pieces. It was fun, I'm not gonna deny that. I loved playing with the hair and the eyes on this, but I do kind of wish I would have set aside more time to be able to put more into another piece, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I actually do really like the way this piece came out. Now, honestly, this next one I only did for like three reasons. One, it was really fun expression. Two, a friend wanted to see fangs on my streaming character, PNG tuber. And three, it was quite cute. Moving on. I'll let you guys watch the rest of it. Okay, so this one was really fun and it actually inspired something for the story that I was talking about at the beginning of this video. Oh god, how many times am I gonna say fun in this video? Well, anyway, I did this one to replicate the facial expression, but also to mimic the style of the classic black and white manga strips that you would see in like a comic book or a manga. I personally really love the dithering and the way the polka dots came out on the dress and the bow. And last but not least, I wanted to explore the planes of the face a little bit more and how the face would look pointed just a little bit up. The shading wasn't anything special. I kind of just wanted to practice how other people would do the face pointing up and looking down. I really, really love the look of absolute pure disgust on my character's face here. It's just, it's great. I did have some troubles actually with how the mouth and the nose would align in this way, but after I played around with it a little bit, I had a lot more fun, and I actually was able to get what I wanted out of this little practice run, and I'm very, very happy with it. Anyway, all this to say is art doesn't have to be for any specific reason. Your practice doesn't have to be for any specific reason. I'd even go as far as to say, if you like what you're doing and creating, you shouldn't have a reason, or you shouldn't want to have a reason. Don't create for approval, create for yourself. That's my thought process anyway. You don't have to listen to me. I mean, I am just a voice on a screen. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this little peek behind the scenes, and do let me know if you'd be interested in more practice videos. Maybe I can record myself real-time drawing, or even stream in the near future. I wouldn't mind doing that either. Hope you all have a nice day, drink water, and take care, dears.